Hello, this is Paul Chek. Today I thought I'd share a functionally integrated pushing movement. Now this type of movement is designed to create an environment that's more like the kind of situation you might get into in sports, whether it be basketball, pushing someone to move away, or throwing a ball, or any number of possible applications. Martial arts is one of them. But the key thing is that this type of exercise I'm about to show you, which is a single arm, single leg cable push, ramps up the activity of the nervous system, puts the system on alert because it's an exercise with very little stability that requires tremendous coordination from the whole body and integration of the body. You might find, for example, that it doesn't matter how strong someone is doing something like an abdominal crunch. It won't have any impact on their ability to do a proprioceptively rich, which means that the body has to be aware of a lot of information about where it's at in space, and it won't help that much in an integrative situation if the strength from heavy isolation movements are not functionally integrated via training the nervous system with exercises that require isolation of the core with the hip flexors and the rest of the body, the arms or the legs. In other words, tying the upper extremities and lower extremities together is very, very important. For people that train on machines without using integrated exercise, the more you train on the machines, the more you use intensity and load to trigger the nervous system to put all its energy down a single pathway. And over time, by testing people's motor skills, you'll find that people that do too much isolation or traditional bodybuilding type training start losing their ability to integrate their body, their arms and legs through the core. And then when they do get into activities like sports or working environments that require balance, agility, and coordination, they're much more susceptible to injury because those strong muscles create strong local forces that cannot be dissipated through the body. So this isn't the kind of exercise where you want to try to be a He-Man and show off how much weight you can lift. This is all about form, concentration, movement with ease and integration, and building good motor skills and good balance and also good posture. The single arm, single leg cable push, so what you're going to do is remember that when you're walking, you have opposite arm, opposite leg action, which creates counter rotation to help stabilize the spine. If you tried to walk with the same arm and the same leg forward, you'd have huge amounts of rotation. Since your head has to be looking forward, when you do that, you'd have massive amounts of excessive rotation under the head, and it would make for a very unstable movement. So as we walk, we counter-rotate, and that allows the spine to be efficient, to store energy in the discs and ligaments, which it returns back to us at key points in the movement cycle, like a return investment. So to do this exercise, one, don't use a heavy weight. It's all about form, not about He-Man behavior. You're going to start by putting the opposite arm and leg forward. You're going to inhale with a pushing movement. You want to exhale, and you're going to propel the weight forward. If you need a little extra balance, just touch with your toe. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now when the cable comes back, if you're using too much weight, you're not paying attention, you're going to find that you're going to have the tendency to let the arm drop back and try to throw the cable. That would be bad form. It'll also increase the risk of a shoulder injury. So what you want to do is, when you're bringing the weight back, keep it close, the cable close to your body, and push at the line that the other arm's returning at and in line with the cable. If you set the cable up high and try to do that, then as you're pushing straight, it's creating a vector between your arm and the line of force, which is fine for elite athletes that have a lot of skill, balance, and coordination, and you can see it will put a lot more of a balance challenge on you. But for those developing the ability, it's far wiser to set the cable so the axis of the pulley is right in line with about your shoulder joint. Step away from the machine then what you're going to do is put that leg forward and go. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhaling. By using slightly pursed lips, it keeps intrathoracic pressure inside your thorax, which helps stabilize against the natural activation of the core to create a more stable spine. If you just, there's nothing there. But if you okay, then you would switch sides, do the same thing on the opposite side. Okay. Generally, you want to set the intensity so you can get at least about 10 reps to 30 reps. In the beginning of any new exercise, if you push yourself up to about 30 reps so that you get a lot of volume, research shows that a volume of training in the development of the form can increase strength in someone new to a pattern by about 30% in as little as 3 weeks to a month just from neural integration. So the first and most important gain in strength in developing any new pattern is the repetition, but remember, repetition is the mother of skill, provided there is skill in the repetition. Said another way, perfect practice makes perfect. So resist the temptation to be a He-Man and feed your ego or make the girls impressed or whatever might be going on, and focus on good form. And when you train the body to work in an integrated way, in a functional way, then you have a body that's much more resilient and much less likely to give you trouble. If you feed it right, hydrate it right, rest it right, and love it, it'll be great for you. Here I am. I'll be 55 in August, and it still works really well. I can still run, jump, have fun, and really enjoy my body, lift heavy stones. And I can assure you it has a lot to do with the fact that I have carefully studied the art and science of human movement, orthopedic rehabilitation, diet, and lifestyle, really, which are all branches of the same thing. So enjoy your single arm, single leg cable press exercise. I'll see you again. Take care. I'm Paul Chek.